Hi, everyone. I don't have a lot of new organizational or COVID updates today. Our region continues to be generally improving in terms of infection prevalence and deaths. So let's please keep up all of our collective efforts to prevent the spread. You know the drill: face coverings and proper PPE use each and every time, hand washing and sanitizing, and social distancing and avoiding crowds, both inside and outside. Also, Life Circles recently updated our screening tool, so please make sure you are using the most current version. Katie and Kelly should be providing those to you if they haven't already. If you want up to date information on how Michigan is doing, including data for each county, please visit michigan.gov/coronavirus. I often wonder what motivates people and how life's experiences shape who we are. August 18th would have been my parents' 58th anniversary, so I've thought a lot about my parents and childhood this week. My dad's life was cut short in 2004 when he was 64. He died 7 months after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. But how he lived his life had a considerable influence on me. He lived with bipolar disorder, and he had very serious bouts of extreme mania, including psychosis, and deep, prolonged periods of depression. Although he was very well educated and had a very high intellect, his ability to maintain work or provide a stable, predictable environment for our family of 7 was very limited. He changed jobs frequently, and our family moved too many times to remember. Money was always a very stressful subject, and our basic needs were met, but we had very little extra. When I was in high school, he required psychiatric care at state hospitals on a couple different occasions, and it wasn't until the end of high school when he became fully engaged in his treatment and in recovery. He was able to receive good care through the community mental health system. And I would say from my early 20s until his death when I was 34, he was healthy. He was in a good place. He actively participated in treatment. He fully understood his medication regimen and how to prevent manic episodes, manage his depression, and he even became a mentor and a support group facilitator for the local chapter of ANAMI. He was in physically much better shape. He no longer smoked, and he became pretty outspoken about removing the stigma of mental illness. My dad realized that he could not maintain his mental health and work full time. So he worked part time as an English literature instructor and tutor at the community college in our area. My mother, too, learned as much as she could about the mental illness and how her role as his spouse either helped or hindered his progress. She also went to counseling and participated in support groups for a time. She worked full time, and together they were able to hobble together a modest but stable income. The interesting thing is they didn't hide any of these challenges from us as their kids, and they shared openly and invited us to do the same. And what their relationship and hardship and hard work taught me was that treatment does work and recovery is possible, and that humans, by and large, can overcome tremendous hardships and actually thrive in some crazy situations. What I also learned about myself is that the stability and structure that I lacked while growing up became a primary driver and motivator for me as an adult. So, as you can imagine, COVID's disruption of the stability and routine of Life Circle's operations has challenged my thinking a lot. I don't like the fact that I can't provide you all with the comfort of a stable and predictable structure, or that I'm asking all of you to do things that feel disruptive, threatening, or uncomfortable, or that the information about COVID changes so frequently. I also don't like that our finances will be challenged as time goes on, and that the risks of long-term social distancing to our participants may have some serious health consequences. All of that is true. But what I don't lack is hope. And I also have complete confidence in Life Circles as an organization and in our West Michigan Lakeshore communities. I take comfort in knowing that our entire nation is dealing with this at the same time. My life has taught me repeatedly that hardships and extreme challenges lead to growth and opportunity. Stagnant bodies and minds do not grow or become stronger. Discipline and endurance are needed. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the hashtag TakeThatCovid video that was sent out yesterday by Dr. Elam, please check it out. Mimi's comment about this being a marathon is a very wise reflection. I ran my very first marathon almost a year ago, and there's one big thing I learned. Running a marathon is more mental than anything else. I guess running a marathon prepared me for the mental challenges of this pandemic. Just like a marathon, the coronavirus pandemic has mentally challenged me to think and to concentrate. I've had to focus, lose focus, refocus, change focus, and continually challenge my mind, my body, and my soul to just stay the course. Don't ask me what mile marker we are on right now. It could be mile 1, it could be mile 20. And not knowing when the race will be done is the hardest part. So let's not be afraid of the hard work though. You've all shown me that we can meet the challenge and we can win this race together. Thank you for another wonderful work week. Please enjoy this weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.